got a little rundown for us from Howard 100 News. Come on in, Lisa, and say hi to everyone. Lisa, ever since she got her new bra, she's dressing more provocatively. I just want to point that out to my radio audience.
This is a new top?
New top, showing more cleavage, showing...
it's a new me.
Showing your new assets. Good for you. What do you got for us?
All right, the woman whose 40th birthday party Sal almost single-handedly destroyed is speaking out to Howard 100 News.
Right.
At Laura's party, Sal exposed his penis, ruined her birthday poster, and insulted her sister-in-law.
He drew cum on her face.
She says, quote, "It was very unexplainable behavior. Who thinks of this stuff? He's a 40-year-old man in an 8-year-old body. Believe it or not, I was actually curious to see what was in his pouch. I had never seen an uncircumcised penis before, and it was pretty scary."
What was in his pouch?
Nothing, but she just wanted to see it.
A small cock.
Because he claims when he was drunk he was playing What's in My Pouch in the back of a car.
Right, I don't know what he put in this time.
All I know is I was talking to Ralph yesterday, and he said, I called Sal after the show and said, the next time you go to a party, can I go? I really want to see some of these things.
Yeah, it'd be fun to watch.
It'd be fun to watch a guy self-destruct, yeah.
I put coins in it.
Oh,
Coins
really?
in your pouch?
Yeah.
Has your wife spoken to... Like, how was your whole vacation? I mean, was it just horrible?
I don't know. It is what it is, man. It's like being in traffic. You know, you just got to deal with it.
Wow. That's nice.
How was... has she said anything to you about your behavior at this party?
Well, I went back to Laura's house last night and to apologize and follow up. See, she's actually, because she's such a big fan of yours, she was delighted that at least her birthday's being recognized. So I went over there, and she was happy about that. She wasn't pleased with what I did to the party. But your segment came on the radio, and Christine listened to it, and when you said to me, you know what, dude, you don't take your dick out at a party in front of your wife. You can't expect her to actually like you and love you for that. And I think subconsciously my wife just started saying yes to herself. I noticed her doing that.
Right.
And she never expresses that stuff to me. But you almost acted as her therapist yesterday, and I saw a different side of her.
I made her realize what she felt about you.
No, you made Sal
you made me realize, yeah.
Made you realize.
She didn't get it.
Yeah, she won't address these things to me for some reason.
Why? I guess she gave up.
You know, when she wasn't angry.
But do you notice a pattern that, like, everything you do is you ends up at like huge apologies, sending people flowers and.
Look at this. This is days after the party. He's still dealing with the repercussions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, day by day.
Day by day.
Day by day.
Day by day.
No, but do you ever get embarrassed, like just sort of how you're?
Dude, I'm beyond embarrassment. I mean, I've sold my soul to the devil.
What are you talking about?
I can't even. It's beyond embarrassment. I mean,
What do you mean you sold your soul to the devil?
I have no dignity left. You know, I mean, what do I have?
But if you want dignity, why would you like start drawing cum stains on the woman's picture and then whipping your cock out and like leaving it hanging out and pissing into the fucking?
Yeah, doesn't it sound like you gave away your dignity?
Yeah.
Nobody took it from you.
Did he ever have it?
When you say you made a deal with the devil, again, it implies to me that you're so starved for attention that you've decided to just throw away all of your dignity just to get this attention.
I guess I don't know. I mean, I don't like to look at myself that way, but
what do you mean you made a deal with the devil? What did you mean by that?
I mean.
No, you said something. What do you mean by it?
I don't know. I decided to cross through that threshold of humility and just do whatever I do.
The threshold of humility.
Yeah, I broke through that.
But what's the deal with the devil? What is the devil giving you in return? In other words, when you make a deal with the devil, it sounds to me like you got
like when Robert Johnson gave his soul to the devil. Supposedly he gained the ability to become an incredible blues player.
What did you become? What did you get?
Captain Sack.
No, what did you want? What would you say you made a deal with the devil? What is the deal?
It's not really a deal with I think I improperly put that phrase together. I don't know. It's like the.
No, I think you meant what you said. You made a deal with the devil.
Okay. In my head, it's the wages of doing what you do for entertainment. I mean,
so am I the devil? Like, in other words,
no, you're the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
But it sounds like I'm the devil. In other words, you made a deal with the devil. In order to get on the Howard Stern show, you had to be crazy.
In my head, yes.
Yeah, so I'm the devil.
No, you're not the devil. You're the guy that I
but isn't that devilish? Like you made a deal with me to come on this show, and in order to be on the show, you have to be wild and crazy.
No, I think you are the symbol.
And now you're famous.
I think you're the symbol of the greatest achievement in my life, working for somebody who is the greatest entertainer ever, and being a part of that is really gratifying.
So what's the deal with the devil?
The deal with the devil in my own head is, yes, in my own head, I feel like I had to do these crazy, insane things to please.
But even at a party.
What?
You have to please me even when you're at a private party.
No, I don't think that's the case. I don't know what I did at a party, Howard. I just think I have some issues.
Well, no, you whipped out your cock. You drew cum stains on a woman's face.
Put coins in it?
You put coins in your cock. But like you weren't even on the show. I get it if you're on the show. You're trying to be funny. Were you doing it for me at the party?
Hoping you'd hear about it?
No, actually, I didn't even want to discuss it at the on the show yesterday. I told Richard about it, and I knew that.
Yeah, that's my point. So why are you doing it at a party? That has nothing to do with making a deal with the devil.
I know. I don't know, Howard. There's a lot of things that I question myself about. But it is, it is what it is. What can I do? I'm trying the best that I can. I
love when Sal explains himself because it's so great.
It sounds crazy.
I don't know. What's it?
But you were kind of bragging about it on Lotus Notes when you sent me that picture of your ass.
I thought it was funny.
When you mooned, your wife was kissing the birthday boy, and then you just pulled your pants down and showed your asshole. No chick digs that. I mean, your wife. I mean, you're trying to patch your marriage up together. Like Lisa. Could you be married to a guy who always is the guy who moons and whips his cock out at parties? I'll be honest.
No.
No.
But his friend Laura loves Sal.
Yeah, but his wife doesn't.
Right.
And like
Laura
Beth said
wouldn't
to
love
me,
him if she was married.
I was telling Beth about it. She goes, I don't know if I could be married to a guy. She goes, who just like whips his cock out and is always drawing cum. He's always the guy who does that.
I'm not always the guy that does that, but I did have a lot to drink that night, so.
I never thought I'd say this sentence, but Sal, you're not making any sense.
That's not fair.
Must be all that jet skiing, Artie, all that weight you're losing from those jet skis. It's causing you to...
Keep it up, you bastard.
Clouding up your memory.
Keep pushing that jet ski button, pal.
You keep pushing it. You're looking great.
Oh, thank you. You're not seeing Lisa's 30 Ds.
Sal, I don't want to.
Look at her.
Sal, I don't want to ruin your on-air persona, but I know you're a big Eunice Shriver fan. She died 29 minutes ago.
Yeah, was that a Kennedy broad or something?
Yeah, she was.
Wasn't that a Kennedy broad?
She was a Kennedy's sister.
A lovely remembrance.
I like to draw cum stains on the corpse.
See, everybody's fucked up. Look at Kennedy, Howard. He was shagging Marilyn Monroe behind everybody's back. Everybody's got their own little things. I'm the only idiot that brings this to the forefront. That's the only difference.
But he was showing his dick at the right time.
To Marilyn Monroe. No one would fault you for doing that.
Yeah, that was actually a normal thing.
He was coming on his secretaries. That was okay.
And Marilyn Monroe.
Well, Sal,
I love my wife dearly, and I question it every day. I say, is she quiet because she's just indifferent to me and I'm providing for the family, or does she see a different side of me and really love me?
Yeah, but you're not providing for the family, though.
I am.
What do you love about her?
Everything. I think she's a great mom. She's a great person. She put up with a lot of my bullshit.
And when was the last time you had sex with her? Did you have sex with her the entire week off?
No.
Not at all.
When did the party happen? At the beginning of the vacation?
Yeah, the party happened on the beginning of the vacation, and then at the end of the vacation, on the Saturday night, I said, come on, now it's time for you to have fun. I put it on her. That's when she said, get lost. And that said a lot, because here we are getting along, or at least I thought so, and then all of a sudden, get lost to me sounds like a lot of pent-up anger and frustration.
You think?
Yeah, that's right.
How would you feel, and I know this can never happen, but how would you feel out of all of a sudden Beth turns to you in bed and says,
Sal.
It wasn't all of a sudden.
That's a heavy statement.
You're retarded.
No, I'm not.
You sound retarded. You went to a party with your wife. You whip out your asshole. You whip out your cock. You play guess what's in my pouch in front of your wife. You draw cum stains on the birthday girl's picture.
You
do all this
insult a
stuff.
woman.
So then she's so fuming mad that you don't even pick up the signals. The reason you think she's not talking to you because she didn't care about any of that stuff. She's not talking to you because she thinks you're a fucking retard. And then on Saturday night, you ask her for sex, and she says, get lost. And you thought you were getting along with her all week.
Get lost is getting over easy in that situation.
I don't know. That's what I need to work on. That's why I'm going to therapy.
Yeah, but the point is you miss every signal.
You know, some you hit, some you miss. What can I tell you?
You don't care.
No, I do. I dearly care. I just don't know what to do.
She's not that important to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be carrying on.
She's that important, Howard. I wouldn't be shelling out the cash I'm shelling out for this shrink if I didn't give a shit about her.
Isn't the shrink for you, not for her?
I thought it was more for her, you know, but she wouldn't come, so it ended up being for me.
Right.
Sal, you're like a drunk woman driving the wrong way down the Taconic.
She's the only girl, Howard. I went to marriage counseling with her, and she's the only girl after the first session when we left. She said, I could have bought a pair of jeans with that money.
Yeah, because it's a waste of time being in...
Well, there you go. So...
I mean, she's not going to change you. It's pretty impossible.
What's going to change?
What's going to change? Maybe you'll change in therapy a little bit. Like you'll know enough not to whip out your cock if you want to get laid.
Yeah, but you see, with my cock, I looked at it a little differently because I'm already on Howard TV.
Yeah, but it's in front of her friends. You're being a buffoon.
Howard doesn't act like Howard at a party.
Yeah, I know to behave.
Milton Berle didn't go to parties in a dress.
You always hear people go, wow, Howard's so nice in real life. Yeah, because you know what? No one's paying me to be an asshole.
He's being a phony in real life.
Right. So I phony it up.
You gotta learn.
I'm like fucking sensitive when I'm off the air. I worry about people. I help the animals, everybody.
You don't return
Then I get on the air and I'm a scumbag.
He hates animals.
Right.
I must be an animal.
I eat animals.
Yeah, he's saving birds. He eats birds.
Right.
Dude, you're the furthest thing from an animal lover. If I'm an animal, believe me.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, when I'm out with my wife, I'm like sort of, in my own weird way, classy.
You have to be appropriate, Sal.
But Howard, I think the difference between you and Sal is I think Sal is just obsessed.
I think Sal's not bright.
He can't cut himself off. I think he's got some problems.
I don't think it's even that. I don't think he's that bright.
I mean, I'll give you a perfect
Did you hear him
example.
on the wrap-up show yesterday?
No, what did he say?
He was remember he said that thing about the Jews?
Yeah.
And then he was trying, he's trying to figure out how to apologize for it. Not apologize, but just explain
Justify?
himself. Yeah, here, wait, I'll play a little clip. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's on Gary page. I'm going to guess 2, yeah.
The Gary anti-Semitic page, too.
Yeah, here we go.
Hanging out with you Jewish people, I've learned a lot. I've learned that you're very, they're smart about how they handle things. I go, you do your drugs just like the minorities. You do your racist material just like the minorities. You have a lot of hate and a lot of this and a lot of that. I go, but you guys really know how to carry on a nice, smiley, happy face in the public eye. But when you get in your backyard, hey, you might not be drinking Ripple. You know, you drink a little Manischewitz or something else, and you might not be smoking a joint out of a cigar. You're smoking it out of a fancy bong, and you might not be saying N-word jokes, but you're saying Schwarzer jokes. But you're doing it in a dignified way, contained in a situation where it's cool.
You can't get much stupider than that.
Wow.
Well, Howard, you know what? Come out to Jericho and hang out at a few of these parties.
Sal, when you say, no, you're not telling it like it is. You see, the reason you're not successful is because you're not telling it like it is. You're doing a stereotype. You're saying, the reason you all... It's
like
you
they're
people.
so different than you.
You sound so stupid.
When I say the word you all or them people, I'm categorizing their race and religion.
That's
what we know.
That's what a racist does.
And as it turns out, Jews are lawbreakers.
I'm eliminating confusion.
All Jews smoke weed out of...
they smoke out of bong.
Out of
I'm
bong.
not saying all of them. I'm saying the ones that I know have a tendency
all
to
right,
party.
okay. So that's what I'm saying. It's not that he...
No, the thing is that,
He's stupid.
Yeah, but he's stupid, but he's also got this obsession with being stupid all the time. But being stupid, being funny.
How am I stupid? Are you observing something and addressing it? I'm not stupid.
You miss it. You're missing the observation.
I'm missing missing the fact that I shouldn't be saying the things that people know. That's what I think.
You're not saying what other people think.
Well,
You're saying what you think.
Are you saying what Daniel Carver thinks?
No, not Daniel. I'm not a hateful person.
You know, comedians say what other people think. You're thinking things nobody's thinking.
Right. You're a trailblazer.
No one can relate to you.
You're like a Lewis and Clark of comedy.
I'm trying to say, you're in your own world.
A comedian is funny when you can relate to what they're saying.
Right. It's hard
Wait.
to relate to you.
Who was he talking for when he put the panties of that girl on his head or sniffed them?
Come on, stop.
Seriously.
Please
Who were you
Fred,
thinking
what are you
about?
bringing up old stories.
I'm sorry.
You're like a white Fred.
Oh,
You
but
never forget.
I have a question. Were you drunk on that day?
No, I wasn't. But who were you thinking of when you were fondling a gay guy at your bachelor party?
I don't know. I was so drunk.
There you go. You just answered my question.
But you're picking one thing that has nothing to do with the argument.
Fred was in a blackout.
No, the point is that I was drinking too when I did these crazy.
But you weren't drinking.
But you weren't drinking when you did the panties.
You weren't
No,
drinking.
I wasn't drinking.
And you weren't
when
drinking when you did the
panties.
wrap-up show.
Well, no, I wasn't.
Were you?
I thought it made perfect sense on the wrap-up.
And you weren't drinking when you made the comments about where white girls shouldn't drink because they have sex with black guys and have mud-colored babies.
A very good point. And you know what? If you drink, look what happens. I took out my cock and painted over her face. Some girl woke up with a black kid coming out of her vagina. So
Oh,
what does
my
it tell you?
God.
Don't drink and do these things.
Oh, my.
What?
You know what? You'd be better off.
He's
You'd be better off getting. You'd be better off getting drunk and fondling a gay
I'm
guy.
not saying. Well,
Damn right.
Wait a minute. Hold on, guys.
At least I have my dignity.
I'm not saying the fact that the baby was black is wrong. A black baby came out of a vagina. It's a specific detail that happened after the girl got drunk.
But why is
If
it
the
so
kid was
bad?
Chinese, if she got shagged by a Chinese person, I would say she got drunk and woke up with a Chinese kid.
Why is it necessary to throw that detail in?
Because
All right,
it's
Sal.
specific.
Here's Sal.
You guys can put a spin on anything. I love you and I appreciate everything you've done. Do what you want. Critique me, criticize it. It's all good.
We don't have
Get back to work. I don't know what else to tell you because no matter what I say.
I like when he goes, I have to get back to work. It's making phony phone calls in the other room with Richard.
Irritating other people.
I could cure cancer for children, and you guys would call me an asshole immediately.
No, I tell you what. You
That's not
cure
going to happen.
cancer-
You know,
You
does
cure
that,
cancer for
Sal.
children. I guarantee you I will not call you an ass.
You know what? You
Just
cure
let
cancer.
it
For,
try.
I don't know, Howard. I don't know. I don't know where to go with anything. I'm sorry.
Anyway, here's Sal from the wrap-up
Yeah, but we
show.
don't have to spin
I
anything.
just want to know what Sal
I
has
just-
done that equates to curing cancer for
I don't
children.
know, but here's Sal on the wrap-up show.
Sal, you seem like a nice father and stuff, but you are the absolute reason why so many women hate men, man. You just
You think so?
Yeah, dude. And you find guys that are just as dumb as you, and you think it's okay, you know?
Well, I don't want to find guys who are as dumb as me. I definitely want to improve myself, but I don't know about women hating men. I think women who hate men who are loud and boisterous and obnoxious all the time.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah, but I'm not that guy.
Yeah, you are that guy. You're exactly that guy.
No, I don't think so. You know, under certain situations, like when I have a lot of in me to drink, in that case, yeah, I am that person. But, you know, I'm not like, there are guys like, you know, like those big muscle heads, those douchebags you see at gyms that just always have an attitude and have an
the only difference
I don't
is
have an
you're not
intimidating demeanor. You know what I mean? There's a big difference.
But that's the only difference.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sal ran out. I don't know where.
Wow, he's confused.
You know,
Actually, I was trying to help the guy.
I know, but he's so confused in his
Right.
own mind. I really don't think he understands anything that you're saying.
You know what it reminds me of? This is a true story. I had a friend whose uncle was a moron, you know, and he used to get drunk at parties, and he actually said this sentence. He said, "All I know is the Jews must have done something pretty bad to get Hitler that mad at them." and everyone was going, "What?" And he didn't know why people thought he was stupid.
You know what? Anytime some guy starts a sentence with "All's I know,"
All I know is he used to
You
say
know,
that
the
all the
rest is
time.
going to be worthless.
All I know is.
Anyway, Sal ran out of that little microphone. He ran
Why?
away from it, but I was in the middle of trying to tell him I think he could, you know, do all right with his wife if he just kind of behaved around her.
you think that'd be enough, though?
At this point,
Start.
At this point, it's a little rough. Uh-oh, Sal looks like he's about to cry. Sal,
know,
get in
I
here.
know.
I hate. Well, he thinks I don't like him. I like you.
We all like you.
Sal,
No, we
crying?
don't.
And I
Are you crying?
No, I'm not crying at all.
Are you
but
about to cry?
No, I got. You know what? That's why I have to step away a little earlier than I used to, because I can't. It just gets to be too much.
All right, let me talk.
And
to you.
I'm taking what you're saying into consideration, and that's why I am doing these things. I am going to therapy.
Sometimes it can get like a gangbang in here. I was just trying to tell you, man to man, without everybody jumping in. Your marriage is a disaster. Your wife's cute. She's hot. I'm trying to tell you what you need to do in order to patch things up with this broad. I mean, she's the mother of your kids.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go to a party with her and be the asshole. That's all I'm telling you.
I know, but
I'm being real now.
I know. I think you've been being real since day one, but I don't know.
Tell me what you don't know. 'Cause
I don't know
think
how to
it's a long
fucking
list.
get there. I guess I really am that wacko that you've been saying I am. I don't know.
Tell us what you do now.
Maybe that's a better way to start.
I do know you can lose a lot of weight jet skiing.
I know Jews use bongs. That's what I know.
That's a go-to for you.
I know. I love it. I just love it.
Are you saying that you feel now that you never thought you were nuts?
Right.
Now you're starting to realize you might be.
Considering what happened at the party and considering how much I really do care and love my wife, why would I do these things?
How
to
does it keep going
jeopardize
horribly wrong?
Right.
Howard?
Now, I have a theory why you keep doing these things. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Right.
You are so hungry for love and attention that you'll do anything, even at a party, to stand out. Because you want to be special in the worst way. Even to the point where now you're special. Everyone's talking about you at the party.
The party was your party.
You know what?
You couldn't stand that the focus was on this woman and it was her birthday and her special day. You couldn't stand being just part of the crowd. You so badly want to be seen. You remind me of a guy who sits at the movies and you sit there and you stare at the screen and go, you can't even enjoy the movie because you're like, I'm supposed to be up on that screen.
But I'm not extreme.
Right.
I'm really
it's supposed
not.
to be
Howard.
you couldn't even let that woman have her birthday.
I love that woman. I adore that woman. I do.
You were jealous of her. Your
no, I
envy
wasn't.
came through.
I'm not an envious
Sal,
person.
you got to get in touch with this. You're so envious that the
But I'm
attention is
not.
going to another human being.
I really am not. I got drunk off my ass and I acted like a jerk.
You know why you hate?
You got to look at the result. He's got to look at the result. He keeps arguing, but he won't look at the result.
You know why you hate women so much? I'm going to tell you why. When a woman walks in the room, she gets all the attention just for being pretty. So you hate pretty women. You want to be the pretty woman. You want to be in a dress and fucking high heels and have everybody look at you.
Yeah.
And it's not happening. So
I'm
you whip
so
your
glad I
cock
came
out.
in here. Right.
That's what I'm telling you. Look at me. I'm trying to help you here.
I don't want to be a pretty woman, dude.
Yeah.
Sure.
No chance of that.
Not literally, but you want to be the person who walks in the room and gets all the attention.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But didn't
Howard?
it happen, Sal? See, that's what I'm saying. You have to look at the result of your actions. Don't look at the the beginning of the action. Look at the end point of the action. Now it's not Laura's party. It was the party Sal ruined.
Right. You took away Laura's party.
We all have that to a certain extent.
Do you understand that?
Yeah. I don't know.
What? You don't know?
Yeah, I get it, but I don't.
Didn't your father pay more attention to other women than he did to you?
Yeah.
So the pretty woman walks in the room. Where's your father's attention go to?
The pretty woman.
Not you. Your wife's emotional friend is on the phone.
I'm not wearing, dude. I don't want to be a part of this.
Is that homo crying like a bitch? How's my favorite daughter? Squirt a few more tears, you homo.
I'm not scoring any tears, you dick-licking piece of shit. Drop dead, you cocksucker.
I mean, that's the way she used to cry when I fucked her.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
That's Gary, you know. Do you recognize it?
Is it really?
Yeah, it's Papa Bo.
Hey, wow, it's a first. It's been 15 years, and Gary finally pranked me. You're pretty good.
When you're done in there, come back. I need you to throw some stuff out for me.
Nice.
Bill, you're on the air in Rome, New York. Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, now, Howard, two things. The first thing is you got to get Sal his own show, man. And now
What for? I don't need my... the 15 minutes I get here, I feel like a pile... I slither out of this place every day. Can you imagine me for an hour and this guy breaking me down?
I can't get enough of you, Sal.
Thanks. Well,
I think you're fantastic.
All right, Sal. There you go. You have your fan.
But it's not that. See, that's another thing with the therapy thing. It's not. I shouldn't be looking for that.
Thank you, Bill.
The only acceptance I should be happy about is for myself doing a good job, and my wife and children.
When your father wouldn't pay attention to you, how did you feel?
You know, I closed that out. I just closed it out.
Let's talk about it now. How did you feel when your father ignored you?
It was horrible. It was one of the things that my therapist told. I'm working on right now with my therapist.
So how did it feel sitting at that party watching somebody else and no one was really noticing you? How did it feel?
You know, I have to be honest with you. When I was at the party, I was there. It was a.
Do you see the similarities psychologically?
My therapist.
No one's paying attention to me. I can't get attention, so I'll act out any way I can. I'll whip my cock out. Like a woman would whip her breasts out and get your father's attention. I'll show my cock, and everyone will now be focused. Who can't stare at a train wreck when he was whipping out his cock and putting shit in his foreskin?
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're at the party. I get it when you're here. You put it on. It's showbiz. But now you're at the party with your wife.
Right.
And she's just there as a person. You're there. Maybe you couldn't even stand that Christine is so spectacular looking that she's starting to get more attention than you. And now you even took away her attention. Maybe she walked in and guys were looking at her and you couldn't stand it. You want the guys to look at you too.
I don't know. See, I got to tell you, when I'm at this party, it's not. Yeah, I do, but I'm not brewing at a party. I'm not envious. I'm just there, and
you're not in touch with your envy.
He's not aware of it.
I'm not
aware of it.
Maybe I'm just
next
bored.
Next time you go to a party, not. No, you're not bored. You're bored because no one's looking at you. Listen to me.
Okay.
The next time you go to a party, I want you to feel what's going on inside of you before you act out. And
if I felt that way, I wouldn't be at the party. I won't go to the party.
And I want you to notice that you're very, very getting a lot of anxiety. Because no one's staring at you. No one's looking. Everyone's paying attention to Christine, and everyone's paying attention to the birthday girl. No one wants me.
Oh.
And then you realize how childish that is. And
even the drinking is to deal with the anxiety.
Well, that's number one. He should stop the drinking.
It's a baby bottle.
Right.
He took the bottle, and he cuddled with it. They should have put a blanket on him and put his thumb in his mouth.
Before or after the dress?
I'm not literally saying you want to be a woman. I'm saying you want the attention a woman gets.
I don't know what I want. I have a beautiful wife. I have 3 kids. I just want my wife to...
but you never grew up.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Stop avoiding my gaze. I'm looking at you, not like your father who looked away from you. The train wreck you are.
And called you Tony.
Right. I'm looking at you. I'm telling you.
Right.
You got to start believing in yourself and that you're not a little baby who needs attention from his daddy. You got to be your own man now. You can go to a party and give the attention to other people. And what a relaxation and relief it is to go to a party and let other people have the attention. And you get to sit back and relax a little bit and enjoy yourself. Isn't that tremendous pressure to have to be the buffoon all the time to get the attention?
I guess.
Don't you feel like that was a lot of pressure in that night?
Maybe, yeah.
But look at all the things that happened after. You know, all of this stuff that you have to go through.
Yeah, but it's exciting.
But don't you?
You keep getting drawn back into the excitement.
You want to be Misha Barton?
Right.
Hey, Howard, I have one question for Sal. When you said your father ignored you, did he pay attention to you when you misbehaved?
Yeah,
that's what he does.
He really
goes to that de facto shit.
So when I prank called my religion teacher, that he really beat the living shit out of him.
So now your wife is turned into your father, who has to beat you up psychologically,
and is used to that kind of love.
Right? You think that's love?
Interesting.
See what I see, my goateed friend?
Yes, I see a little bit of it. Thank you,
Mike. Go ahead in Buffalo. You're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Sal, is Sal still in there?
Oh, yes.
No, he's gone.
Yeah. Sal, how have you not gotten the shit beat out of you every time you go to a party?
You know, that's a great question, and I actually ask myself that a lot. It's amazing. I don't know, I think I have an ability to, in some odd way.
Where there's pussies or
No, you know what it is? I might be a little crazy and stuff, but people also, there's another side of me as well. I think I'm a nice guy, and people.
You are. That's the adult Sal.
I get along with people really
That's
well,
the
but then
grown-up in Sal.
The only thing that prevented that,
Sal, I'm asking you to look at the Sal who's not so grown up, the baby who gets into the room and feels envious that everyone else is getting attention. And then, you know what? There's no shame in admitting it lives inside of you.
Yeah, but it's
Sal?
real dicky.
How did the
There
guy
you
that
are
you called
whining.
his wife a poodle? What?
Okay, that guy happens to be a great guy, and we were actually conversing for about a good 45 minutes.
What guy?
I could talk. If I'd have known you my whole life, if you'd have said that to my wife, it'd have been your last day on the planet. If you'd have put my daughter's panties on your head, if I was mutt, it'd have been over with.
Because you know what we do, if you know somebody real well and they do a few kooky things and they got a screw loose.
I don't know.
Or two,
You draw cum on a guy's wife's face, you could get your ass kicked.
That's
bad. I mean, how did
I did get my? I only got my ass kicked one time.
Who kicked your ass?
Some black dude. I was drunk. I was leaving a bar, and he was rapping in the middle of a parking lot. And I was back in my G-Man days. I started rapping to him.
Yeah. You challenged him to a rap-off?
Yeah.
G-Man?
Big
G-Man.
mistake.
G-Man challenged a black guy to a rap-off.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What
He
happened?
was trying to get street cred.
Well, this guy was huge. I mean, this guy, as soon as he walked in the room, I remember at the club,
Sal saw too many movies where, like, black people, instead of fighting, worked out stuff through rapping.
Right.
Yeah.
Or dancing.
Right.
I thought it was like West Side Story.
Like Eminem's movie where he gets up on stage and he disses the guy through rap and then everything's cool.
Here's me in my fantasy. I guess this is the fantasy land that you refer to.
Very realistic.
So you saw a black guy rapping in a parking lot where most of us would just keep walking fast.
Right.
You stopped to rap against him.
Before I started drinking, when he walked into the club, I saw him from across the way. I said, "Whoa, that's one guy I'm going to definitely stay away from."
There's a black guy.
Right.
You know, and this guy was built like a shit brick house.
Yeah.
And I stayed away from him.
A brick
shit house.
All right, go ahead.
See, that's why you won't beat me up, sir. I just made you laugh.
Go ahead.
So anyway, we get outside.
Not on purpose.
And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm drunk off my ass, and he's sitting on the hood of the car with a couple of the brothers there, and he starts rapping. And I walked past him with my buddy, Chris the cop at the time.
And you knew you were better at rapping than him, I guess. It was time for
because I was G-Man at the time. I had my hip-hop stuff.
Right.
And I was convinced I was going to
prove that a white guy can rap better than a black guy. Go ahead.
No, it wasn't right and black. It was just talent.
All right,
so
ahead.
anyway, I go up to him. The guy goes, I'll never forget. He's like, "Yo, Lester, give me the keys to the car." And he's like, "No, man, you can't drive." And he's like, "I ain't driving, motherfucker. I just want to listen to the radio so I can do some of my hip-hop shit." So I heard that, and I said, "Oh, you want to listen to the radio for some hip-hop?" And I started rapping immediately.
Right. What did you do? Do you remember the rap?
No, I don't remember the rap then.
Please try to remember.
Did the N-word come out at any point?
No, it did
Let
not.
me hear the rap.
I don't remember it,
Do
but
one of your raps.
I'll tell you what happened was...
Please, I'm begging you. Do one of your raps.
I don't know. I can't do it. It's so awful.
Go ahead, do it.
Artie helped me.
No, just do it.
I don't know what to do, pal.
I was like, people, listen, I'm not dissing, pushing at the party, and you're wishing. And then he jumped in with his, like...
Ski doesn't help you rap. You don't need Artie's help for that.
And he jumped in and started rapping.
And he's like,
against you.
yeah. So my friend said, what the fuck? Again, Sal, what is Sal doing? And he stepped into my face, and he started rapping. So he was rapping.
Right.
So here's where it got crazy. He starts rapping in my face, and then I start rapping even louder in his face, and it's like a rap battle, like something you would see in Beach Street. And I kept going, and all of a sudden, I out-battled him in the hip-hop battle here. The rap. I won the rap battle.
Nice.
I swear on my children I won.
Okay, fine.
So he steps back, and all the brothers around him go, "Oh, shit, white boy took you out, motherfucker. You got fucking played." And they said the N-word in, terms of endearment to each other.
What did they say?
Yo, nigga, that cracker just took you out, nigga. He took you down, motherfucker. It's like this white boy can fucking rap, man. And the black guy was upset, but not that upset. He shook his head, and here's what happened. I had this rhyme where I said, he turns his head. He buries his head in his hands, and I'm standing there, and I feel glorified, like the lights are shining down from heaven, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe this. This is it. I made it.
It's all downhill from here.
Well, then I have to cross the line. So I said to him, all I said was, as he's turning around, I said, yo, your mother's so old, she looks like a prune. And I don't even know what that means exactly, but I had that in one of my rap songs.
Well, prunes are black.
Right. I go, your mother's so old, she looks like a prune. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, lights out.
Right.
He cocked his arm back and boom! He hit me right in the face, and I was leveled out on the ground.
I guess
Are
he
you
won
sure?
that.
He wins. Are you sure you didn't say coon?
No, I didn't say coon. But it could have rhymed with prune. Maybe the next line you might have said you would have stabbed me. But I was down on the ground, and I get up and I spit. It looked like tomato sauce coming out of my mouth. I mean, down my shirt and everything. And he just looks at me. He goes, "Don't you talk about my mother? She raised me for 9 months." And he and I'll never forget it. And he walked away.
It's one of the best stories I've ever heard.
And then all those guys are there, and they're looking at me. And I just, with my buddies, walked away. And I got in the car, and that was it.
And
my tooth was dead. The nerve in my tooth was dead.
Sure,
it turned black and all that other horse shit.
Right.
But,
all right. Well,
there's the irony. You turned black.
My tooth did. Yeah.
All right, Sal. Listen, I was just trying to help you with what went down with your wife. I'm hoping that you'll have sex at some point with her because she's a beautiful young woman and she has needs. Lord knows I don't want to turn to anyone else for those needs.
Howard, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you ever worry that he's going to do something that will do irreparable damage to the show?
Yes.
Do you?
No, I don't really worry about it, no.
Because, I mean, the stuff that comes out of his mouth is just unfucking believable.
Yeah. I know. I don't know.
You know, the two of them, Richard
and Sal, you are stupid, by the way. There's no way anybody can make the comments you do and have any intelligence at all.
Right. Okay.
All right. Well, that's, you see, to me.
But I was just going to say, Richard and Sal, we sort of keep them contained in here. You know, that's where they can't get into trouble.
I think that's a good defense now. You should just say you're stupid. I can't help it.
It's working. It works.
And you tell your wife you're stupid. I mean, just say, listen, honey, I'm not a bright guy.
You married an imbecile.
That might not get him laid either.
I know. Yeah, women never want to fuck a dumb guy.
Oh, wait. There was a movie where Mel Gibson played a retarded guy, and he got fucked.
Well, he's Mel Gibson. He looked like Mel Gibson at
Joe,
that time.
You're on the air in Raleigh. What's on your mind?
In a year and a half, this guy's going to be homeless.
Sal,
that's true.
What are your plans? Let's say I leave the radio, because I worry about everyone here.
Right.
Would you have any kind of game plan?
Bartending.
Seriously?
No, I don't know. I don't know what am I going to do? I don't know.
Somebody's going to hear this show, and they're going to say, they're going to laugh at the prospect of him coming to work for them.
Sal and Richard have such a great job, if you ask me. They come to work every day. They have their own studio it's called the Sal and Richard room. It even has
call it the Room of Doom. Yeah,
and they have their own equipment in there. And I ask them to go in there and just do whatever you guys want to do, and come out with some cool stuff. And it is kind of a cool job. And
it's the greatest job in the world.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, I don't know. I worry about you, but maybe see, this is why I feel I have to stay in the business.
No, you don't have to stay in the business for me. I've always gotten by. I mean, whether it was Wall Street, whatever I did, I was successful at. Pizza, yeah, I can make pizza again. Maybe me and Scott DePace will open up a pizzeria or something.
You can't worry about everybody, Howard.
Yeah, I know.
You got to let
I worry about him, though.
Well, I mean, you're going to start. I mean, if you think about it, you're going to start worrying about everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah, you don't have to worry about me. I'm okay. I'll get by. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I'm worried about everyone but Sal.
Thank you, Sal.
I don't know.
I wish you the best. I don't know that we're going to be able to tackle this all in one session.
I don't think we will.
All right. Thank you.
Sal, buddy.
What?
Are you going to heed their advice this time?
Please.
No, but do you see what they're starting to say about, your addiction to attention, or maybe...
Look at the business we're in. Isn't it like an attention addictive business that we're in? Great prank.
But you know what they're saying, that you have to show some restraint when you're in regular society. Even Howard says he turns it off, every now and again.
Yeah.
When he's at a party or it's in a situation where you have to behave more appropriately.
Yeah, I don't know, I just have to shut up that little portion of my life, I have to eliminate it. Have you ever been in a situation where you got, shit drunk and, acted ridiculous?
Absolutely. But are you starting to see it's kind of like it's become a cycle with you? You even mentioned it in there. You took 4 steps forward with your wife, but then took 10 steps back when you drew semen on somebody.
Yeah, that's the one thing I have to learn to. It's the one thing I have to learn to eliminate. I have to stop. I have to stop doing things like that. You can't go to parties and draw semen on people's faces and whip your penis out. You're just not going to get along with somebody who's normal and wants to raise a family.
But in your mind, do you really think there is anything wrong with that? Because you always seem to think that, your comedy, it's meant as a joke, as a prank. It's not serious.
Yeah, right, it is. That's in my mind. But afterwards, when the smoke clears, how can you justify what I did as a joke? It's beyond, it's beyond a joke, right?
So you're kind of disgusted with yourself right now.
A little bit, yeah.
Now, you also referred to your G-Man days.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe you could rap something to your wife or get it going and
no,
maybe get her back in the sack?
There's a beautiful lady to my right. If I rap right now, I'd be even douchier in her eyes if that's possible. I cannot rap right now.
All right, G-Man.
I'm sorry.
Well, best of luck, G-Man.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
I know it's late in the show, and I know it's more visual, but you need to see this. So, Sal drew a load on that woman's face, the picture. So the guy sent us a picture. Sal's really more evil than I thought. You have to see this.
Let me see the load.
Well, it's all over. It's on the top. It's on the bottom.
Oh, he's so angry.
And then, if you see, Howard, look, on the bottom, it says, every man's load, in case you didn't know what it was. And then it's all over her forehead. Wow. And what does that say on top of her forehead?
Guess what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because his load. Look how angry he is. He's like, look how angry.
Where was that picture? Was that
it was on a big poster board.
And it was on display?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You could see where everybody signed it, like, we love you, happy 40th birthday.
He doesn't know why his wife is
You know what?
mad
That
at
looks like the kind of picture you'd find in the guy's apartment who went and shot up all those women in the health club.
Yeah, and it's got the middle finger out, pointing at the drips from the load. And it's a nice. The woman's very pretty. That is the most inappropriate, rude thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, I think.
Don't know why his wife wouldn't be proud of him for that. That's nuts. She was.
Wasn't that a Kennedy bra?
She was a Kennedy sister.
A lovely remembrance.
I like to draw cum stains on a corpse.
See, everybody's fucked up. Look at Kennedy, Howard. He was shagging Marilyn Monroe behind everybody's back. Everybody's got their own little things. I'm the only idiot that brings this to the forefront. That's the only difference.
But he was showing his dick at the right time.
To Marilyn Monroe. No one would fault you for doing that.
Yeah, that was actually a normal thing.
He was coming on his secretaries. That was okay.
And Marilyn Monroe.
Well, Sal.
I love my wife dearly, and I question it every day. I say, is she quiet because she's just indifferent to me and I'm providing for the family, or does she see a different side of me and really love me?
Yeah, but you're not providing for the family, though.
I am.
What do you love about her?
Everything. I think she's a great mom. She's a great person. She put up with a lot of my bullshit.
And when was the last time you had sex with her? Did you have sex with her the entire week off?
No.
Not at all.
When did the party happen? At the beginning of the vacation?
Yeah, the party happened on the beginning of the vacation, and then at the end of the vacation, on the Saturday night, I said, come on, now it's time for you to have fun. I put it on her. That's when she said, get lost. And that said a lot, because here we are getting along, or at least I thought so, and then all of a sudden, get lost to me sounds like a lot of pent-up anger and frustration.
You think?
Yeah, that's right.
How would you feel, and I know this can never happen, but how would you feel out of all of a sudden Beth turns to you in bed and says,
Sal.
It wasn't all of a sudden.
That's a heavy
Sal,
statement.
you're retarded.
No, I'm not.
You sound retarded. You went to a party with your wife. You whip out your asshole. You whip out your cock. You play Guess What's in My Pouch in front of your wife. You draw cum stains on the birthday girl's picture.
You
do all this
insult a
stuff.
woman.
So then she's so fuming mad that you don't even pick up the signals. The reason you think she's not talking to you because she didn't care about any of that stuff. She's not talking to you because she thinks you're a fucking retard. And then on Saturday night, you ask her for sex, and she says, get lost. And you thought you were getting along with her all week.
Get lost is getting over easy in that situation.
I don't know. That's what I need to work on. That's why I'm going to therapy.
Yeah, but the point is you miss every signal. Some you hit, some you miss. What can I tell you?
You don't care.
No, I do. I dearly care. I just don't know what to do.
She's not that important to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be carrying on.
She's that important, Howard. I wouldn't be shelling out the cash I'm shelling out for this shrink if I didn't give a shit about her.
Isn't the shrink for you, not for her?
I thought it was more for her, and I saw a different side of her. So.
I made her realize what she felt about you.
No, you made Sal
me realize, yeah.
Made you realize.
She didn't get it.
Yeah, she won't address these things to me for some reason.
Why? I guess she gave up.
When she wasn't angry.
But do you notice a pattern that like everything you do is you ends up at like huge apologies, sending people flowers and.
Look at this. This is days after the party. He's still dealing with the repercussions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Day by day.
Day by day.
Day by day.
Day by day.
No, but do you ever get embarrassed? Like just sort of how you're.
Dude, I'm beyond embarrassment. I mean, I've sold my soul to the devil.
What are you talking about?
I can't even. It's beyond embarrassment. I mean,
what do you mean you sold your soul to the devil?
I have no dignity left. What do I have?
But if you want dignity, why would you like start drawing cum stains on the woman's picture and then whipping your cock out? And like leaving it hanging out and, pissing into the fucking...
Yeah, doesn't it sound like you gave away your dignity? Yeah. Nobody took it from you.
Did he ever have it?
When you say you made a deal with the devil, again, it implies to me that you're so starved for attention that you've decided to just throw away all of your dignity just to get this attention.
I guess I don't know. I mean, I don't like to look at myself that way, but...
what do you mean you made a deal with the devil? What did you mean by that?
I mean...
No, you said something. What do you mean by it?
I don't know. I decided to cross through that threshold of humility and just do whatever I do.
The threshold of humility.
Yeah, I broke through that.
But what's the deal with the devil? What is the devil giving you in return? In other words, when you make a deal with the devil, it sounds to me like you got
like when Robert Johnson gave his soul to the devil. Supposedly he gained the ability to become an incredible blues player.
What did you become? What did you get?
Captain Sack.
No, what did you want? What would you say you made a deal with the devil? What is the deal?
It's not really a deal with I think I improperly put that phrase together. I don't know. It's like the.
No, I think you meant what you said. You made a deal with the devil.
Okay. In my head, it's the wages of doing what you do for entertainment. I mean,
so am I the devil? Like, in other words,
no, you're the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
But it sounds like I'm the devil. In other words, you made a deal with the devil. In order to get on the Howard Stern show, you had to be crazy.
In my head, yes.
Yeah. So I'm the devil.
No, you're not the devil. You're the guy that I
but isn't that devilish? Like you made a deal with me to come on this show, and in order to be on the show, you have to be wild and crazy.
No, I think you are the symbol.
And now you're famous.
I think you're the symbol of the greatest achievement in my life, working for somebody who is the greatest entertainer ever, and being a part of that is really gratifying.
So what's the deal with the devil?
The deal with the devil in my own head is yes. In my own head, I feel like I had to do these crazy, insane things to please.
But even at a party.
What?
You have to please me even when you're at a private party.
No, I don't think that's the case. I don't know what I did at a party, Howard. I just think I have some issues.
No, you whipped out your cock. You drew cum stains on a woman's face.
Put coins in it?
You put coins in your cock. But like you weren't even on the show. I get it if you're on the show. You're trying to be funny. Were you doing it for me at the party?
Hoping you'd hear about it?
No, actually, I didn't even want to discuss it at the on the show yesterday. I told Richard about it, and I knew that.
Yeah, that's my point. So why are you doing it at a party? That has nothing to do with making a deal with the devil.
I know. I don't know, Howard. There's a lot of things that I question myself about, but it is it is what it is. What can I do? I'm trying the best that I can.
I love when Sal explains himself because it's so great.
It sounds crazy.
I don't
Yeah.
know. What's it?
But you were kind of bragging about it on Lotus Notes when you sent me that picture of your ass
I thought it was funny.
when you mooned. Your wife was kissing the birthday boy, and then you just pulled your pants down and showed your asshole. No chick digs that. I mean, your wife. I mean, you're trying to patch your marriage up together. Like Lisa, could you be married to a guy who always is the guy who moons and whips his cock out at parties? I'll be honest.
No.
No.
But his friend Laura loves Sal.
Yeah, but his wife doesn't.
Right.
And like
Laura
Beth said
wouldn't
to
love
me,
him if she was married.
I was telling Beth about it. She goes, I don't know if I could be married to a guy. She goes, who just like whips his cock out and is always drawing cum. He's always the guy who does that.
You know, I'm not always the guy that does that, but I did have a lot to drink that night, so.
You know, I never thought I'd say this sentence, but Sal, you're not making any sense.
That's not fair.
Must be all that jet skiing, Artie, all that weight you're losing from those jet skis. It's causing you to...
Keep it up, you bastard.
Clouding up your memory.
Keep pushing that jet ski button, pal.
You keep pushing it. You're looking great.
Oh, thank you. You're not seeing Lisa's 30Ds.
Sal, I don't want to...
Look at her.
Sal, I don't want to ruin your on-air persona, but I know you're a big Eunice Shriver fan. She died 29 minutes ago.
Yeah, was that a Kennedy broad or something?
Yeah. Lisa G is here. She's got a little rundown for us from Howard 100 News. Come on in, Lisa, and say hi to everyone. Lisa, ever since she got her new bra, she's dressing more provocatively. I just want to point that out to my radio audience.
This is a new top?
New top, showing more cleavage, showing...
it's a new me.
Showing your new assets. Good for you. What do you got for us?
All right, the woman whose 40th birthday party Sal almost single-handedly destroyed is speaking out to Howard 100 News.
Right.
At Laura's party, Sal exposed his penis, ruined her birthday poster, and insulted her sister-in-law.
He drew cum on her face.
She says, quote, "It was very unexplainable behavior. Who thinks of this stuff? He's a 40-year-old man in an 8-year-old body. Believe it or not, I was actually curious to see what was in his pouch. I had never seen an uncircumcised penis before, and it was pretty scary."
What was in his pouch?
Nothing, but she just wanted to see it.
A small cock.
Because he claims when he was drunk he was playing What's in My Pouch in the back of a car.
Right, I don't know what he put in this time.
All I know is I was talking to Ralph yesterday, and he said, I called Sal after the show and said, the next time you go to a party, can I go? I really want to see some of these things.
Yeah, it'd be fun to watch.
It'd be fun to watch a guy self-destruct, yeah.
I put coins in it.
Oh,
coins
really?
in your pouch?
Yeah.
Has your wife spoken to... Like, how was your whole vacation? I mean, was it just horrible?
I don't know. It is what it is, man. It's like being in traffic. You know, you just got to deal with it.
Wow. That's nice.
How was... has she said anything to you about your behavior at this party?
Well, I went back to Laura's house last night and to apologize and follow up. See, she's actually, because she's such a big fan of yours, she was delighted that at least her birthday's being recognized. So I went over there, and she was happy about that. She wasn't pleased what I did to the party. But your segment came on the radio, and Christine listened to it, and when you said to me, you know what, dude, you don't take your dick out at a party in front of your wife. You can't expect her to actually like you and love you for that. And I think subconsciously my wife just started saying yes to herself. I noticed her doing that. Right. And she never expresses that stuff to me. But you almost acted as her therapist yesterday. You wouldn't come, so it ended up being for me.
Right.
Sal, you're like a drunk woman driving the wrong way down the Taconic.
She's the only girl, Howard. I went to marriage counseling with her, and she's the only girl after the first session when we left. She said, I could have bought a pair of jeans with that money.
Yeah, because it's a waste of time being in...
Well, there you go. So...
I mean, she's not going to change you. It's pretty impossible.
What's going to change?
What's going to change? Maybe you'll change in therapy a little bit. Like you'll know enough not to whip out your cock if you want to get laid.
Yeah, but you see, well, my cock, I looked at it a little differently because I'm already on Howard TV.
Yeah, but it's in front of her friends. You're being a buffoon.
Howard doesn't act like Howard at a party.
Yeah, I know to behave.
Milton Berle didn't go to parties in a dress.
You always hear people go, wow, Howard's so nice in real life. Yeah, because you know what? No one's paying me to be an asshole.
He's being a phony in real life.
Right. So I phony it up.
You gotta learn.
I'm fucking sensitive when I'm off the air. I worry about people. I help the animals, everybody.
You don't return
then I get on the air and I'm a scumbag.
He hates animals.
Right.
I must be an animal.
I eat animals.
I figured it out. I'm an animal.
Yeah, he's saving birds. He eats birds.
Right.
Can't get the furthest thing from an animal lover if I'm an animal. Believe me.
But do you understand what I'm saying? When I'm out with my wife, I'm sort of, in my own weird way, classy.
You have to be appropriate, Sal.
But Howard, I think the difference between you and Sal is I think Sal is just obsessed.
I think Sal's not bright.
He can't cut himself off. I think he's got some problems.
I don't think it's even that. I don't think he's that bright.
I'll give you a perfect
Did you hear him
example.
on the wrap-up show yesterday?
No, what did he say?
He was remember he said that thing about the Jews?
Yeah.
And then he was trying, he's trying to figure out how to apologize for it. Not apologize, but just explain
Justify?
himself. Yeah, here, wait, I'll play a little clip. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's on Gary Page. I'm going to guess 2, yeah.
The Gary anti-Semitic page, too.
Yeah, here we go.
Hanging out with you Jewish people, I've learned a lot. I've learned that you're very, they're smart about how they handle things. I go, you do your drugs just like the minorities. You do your racist material just like the minorities. You have a lot of hate and a lot of this and a lot of that. I go, but you guys really know how to carry on a nice, smiley, happy face in the public eye. But when you get in your backyard, hey, you might not be drinking Ripple. You drink a little Manischewitz or something else, and you might not be smoking a joint out of a cigar.
Very few moments, but there are moments.
And he did. He booted out a girl who was decent to look at.
If you don't go too close on that face.
Well, you know what? She was an Hawaiian Tropic model.
Yeah, 20 years ago.
Oh, you think it was 20 years?
Yeah,
I keep wondering, how in the hell could she be in the Hawaiian Tropic?
I don't know.
Somebody's lying.
And he's got to be the dumbest mother effer on the planet.
Have you ever seen more blank stares?
He doesn't even converse with these women.
No, they're doing things and moving around, and he just stands there with his mouth hanging open.
Wow. How could one guy be so stupid?
But it doesn't deter the women. That's the most amazing thing.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you know what? Forget Joe Millionaire. I could care less about that big dummy. I got to talk about what's irritating me today.
All right.
And it's going to take me some time to get it off my chest.
Then we'd better take a break.
My hairy, braless chest needs to be unloaded. How are you, Fred?
Doing great.
Good, man. No one cares.
He's doing great.
Doing great. Yes, he's got a daughter now. How old is she now? 15?
Did you miss a lot of years?
3 months? Is it 3 months already?
3 months already.
That's amazing.
God, isn't my contract over yet? His daughter,
3 months.
His daughter 3 months already.
Well, you know when she's 3 years,
yeah,
it's time.
That's right. 3 years old, I'll know.
That's it.
Well, I'm really pissed.
I sure wish I knew what it was about.
I've been wronged.
Oh, then
Is it around here?
I'll tell you when we get back.
All right.
You love it, I'm wronged. I want to be lighthearted about it, but I'm not. And I'm just not.
Well, let me hear what it is.
I'm in a narcissistic rage. All right, we're going to be back right after these words.
Now, don't tell me that, Howard. Listen to me, Howard. You are so sensitive.
Yes, Mom.
And now, the extremely sensitive Howard Stern.
It's a video, and she is sexy as hell in it. The song kind of blows, you know. And there's tons of naked chicks in the video.
Really?
Who are really hot. And she's just about naked. She's in bra and, panties and little mini skirts.
So it's sort of like that Pussycat show she does now.
Yeah, it's great. It is the best. So if you go to iFilm.com, they seem to have the video there. I viewed it on a Windows media player, but they got a whole different bunch of things you can
view it on.
I'm going to explode today, I know it. It's going to be spontaneous combustion, but Check it out, dude. It is way good. I mean, it's sexy as hell. She is just friggin' sexy. Gary saw her over at Hollywood Squares and said that she hasn't lost a step.
Oh, no. She looks, she's been showing up at some of the award shows lately. She looks gorgeous.
I had always heard she could sing and stuff, but this video shows no evidence.
She can't.
She can't sing, but it doesn't make a difference.
She's so beautiful, people thought she was singing.
Yeah, well, you know what? Like Fred goes, God, that song's horrible. And I said, you know what? I don't think so, because I can't hear it.
See, that was what happened to Prince. He said, I think she can sing.
I think Carmen Electra is gorgeous. And you know what? Having spent some time with her, not a lot, but some time, I think she's a very cool chick. I can't explain the Dennis Rodman years or months.
No.
But I cannot explain that. She's explained it to me and said, I was off my rocker.
And that's not a good enough explanation.
Well, it's like I got to know Robin Givens for a while, and I'm telling you, that is a very, very nice woman, and I cannot explain how she got with Mike Tyson. I can't.
See, I look at both of them, and they're there, and they're nice, and you're saying, wow, they're great.
Yeah.
And then you think,
there's something
keep
wrong.
it in the back of your mind.
I know.
Because they could go...
I know, because I hung out with Carmen in Malibu when I went out there with my friend Richie, and we called her up, and she came out and hung out on the beach with us. But, I was sitting there going, God, she's so sweet, and she's not dumb. I swear to you, she's not dumb. I'm not saying she's a rocket scientist,
No,
but...
she's not going to find a cure for anything.
No, but she was talking about her life and talking about, things, and then you get to the Dennis Rodman, and all of a sudden, she goes, I have no explanation. I just don't.
That is a major bump.
Yeah, because they go, you must have really hated yourself. She says, it was right after the death of her mother, and she just freaked out, wanted a family, wanted anyone, and reached out. But how do you reach out to that?
If you're looking for something, why do you think Dennis is going to have?
I mean, Dennis is so not the family man.
I don't know what category he fits in.
Yeah.
It's funny. When I saw her over at Hollywood Squares, that guy Simon Cowell was in the middle square, and I was on one side, she was on the other side.
Yeah.
So I would hear Simon, we were all talking to each other. So at one point, Simon just leans over to her and he says, oh, you married? And she's, explains who she's married to and everything. And he said something like, first time? And she goes, no, I was married once before. And he goes, to who? Because Simon really doesn't know anything about American culture.
Right.
And he goes, to who? And she goes, just some guy. And I start laughing.
A basketball player.
He says...
A lunatic.
She says Dennis Rodman, and he goes, really? And he goes, how did that, what was that all about? She goes, it was a big mistake. My mother just, that whole rap that you just did. Yeah. She's completely always explaining that
he's
away.
Way over the top.
Yeah, it's hard to tell people even who you were married to.
She didn't want to tell him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's embarrassed. Because she's in a relationship now. Although, I got to tell you something. I know a little bit about... Dave Navarro, and a nice guy and everything, but I think he's a little off his rocker, too.
Well, you look at him and you go, he did heroin.
Yeah. I mean, she just can't...
And now they're talking about having babies. I'm like, oh.
They don't have furniture yet.
I know.
Well, when I was out there, I was with her and her two friends, and even her friend said, well, maybe you should be with Howard. He's like a normal guy. Now, when you start thinking I'm normal...
Yeah,
compared to...
compared to a real normal guy.
And I was like...
no normal.
I was like, yeah, you should be with me.
But you just look at
normal.
the history. Prince, who's a lunatic.
Right.
Prince found her when she was like a baby.
Right.
Yeah. Well, anyway, watch this video. It's super hot. I mean, I'm not telling you the music's great, but I don't even know if it's great.
Howard, you should play Robin the song.
Let me hear the song without the video.
Without the video.
It's not good. You got to see the video if you're a dude or a les. In fact, actually, Robin is a straight woman. You could even appreciate her beauty.
I think she's absolutely gorgeous.
Let me see if I can... You know what? It's probably clogged up now because I gave it out.
Oh, yeah. You'll never get on. You left the website?
Well, I'm on the website, but it's jammed up now. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah. It was... Before I mentioned it, you could have played this all day.
Nobody was there.
Yeah, no one was home. But... Wait, let me try one thing. Maybe I can get, if I go forward, I can get it. I'm sure it's already crashed. Sometimes that'll happen.
Yeah.
If 10 million people go on at one time. Oh, well, yeah, it's completely frozen. iFilm.com. When it unfreezes in 3 days.
You don't remember the song, huh?
That's why the internet sucks. As soon as you say, hey, everybody, go to a website, it crashes.
Yeah, if you want to have a group experience on the web, it's still not possible.
Yeah, otherwise I'd have a website. I would do some interesting things with it. But as soon as you say to everyone, hey, you know what, put it on the web right now because I got some naked chick in the studio, it crashes.
And no matter how many times people call us and say, we got it figured out.
They don't.
They don't have
Don't believe them. It sucks. The internet is not where it should be. I thought it'd be much further along by now, quite frankly.
Look, I'm happy with a high-speed connection.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, used to be you go on the web, you couldn't even get on.
There must be so many people on this website right now that literally my screen is shaking. It's
jittery.
It's wobbling.
Yeah.
There's so many people on there.
It is going to crash.
Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, so why am I pissed? All right. So, look, I'm going to tell you something. And maybe I sound like a pussy or whatever, but I am in love with my girlfriend.
Okay.
Good night, everybody. No. I'm in love with her.
Okay.
And I love being with her. And she went out of town, I guess, last weekend or 2 weekends. I've lost track of time.
Left in the middle of the week, over a week ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So while she's gone, I went to Scores one night, and it made me miss her more. But I was there for a couple hours. I'm totally honest about my life. You know, I try to be anyway. Sunday night, we were off Monday for Martin Luther King Day, so Sunday night, I went out to Nobu, had dinner with 4 guys. Booger, Ralph, Ross, 3 guys. And we had dinner. So after dinner, everyone said to me, you want to go to a club or something? And I said, you know what, I'm starting not to... that was the first night I started not to feel good. And I just went, you know, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not feeling right. I feel like I'm getting a cold. I got to go home. So I'm the dude with the car. I had rented a car for the night. So they said, hey, you want to go to this place, Rehab? Just drop us off. I said, fine, no problem. So the club is called Rehab. I go to the club. I walk in. The joint's empty.
Right, because rehab wasn't happening until...
Well, supposedly. I don't know if it ever happens, and quite frankly, I'm pissed off at the place. I never go back there again.
Oh.
Because I know somebody there is just setting me up.
Oh, so this is what it's all about. Okay.
Yeah. So I go to the club, and quite frankly, it's empty. I mean, not a person in it except for the people who work there and us. The owner comes over, very gracious. Every 2 seconds is dropping the name.
He was the one who sent the girls, right?
Yeah, well, every 2 seconds dropping the name Jim Carrey. And I'm like, Jim Carrey. He said, Jim Carrey, Jim Carrey. I go, great, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's coming, Jim Carrey, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey must be in town shooting a movie or something. And
yeah, and this guy's his social director?
Every minute, Jim Carrey, Jim Carrey. I go, well, you know, great. So I sit down, and the guy was really concerned that I was there and nobody was there. So what he does is, and very nicely, sends over a couple of bottles of booze. A bottle of champagne, bottle of vodka, bottle of this, bottle of that. At this point, my throat's starting to hurt. I'm not drinking. Everyone's saying to me, come on, let's have some drinks. I go, nah, you know something, I'm starting to get a cold, and I'm going to go home. With that, the owner, very nicely, sends over, I'd say about 3 women who work there, waitresses, who are dressed scantily clad waitresses who wear like almost like little mini skirts and bra tops. Sends them over to the table telling them to be nice to us. Because I said to them, oh, how come you girls are sitting with us? Don't you have to work? They said, you know, we're supposed to be nice to you guys. I said, great. Be nice to us. These are my friends. I introduced everyone. They said, why don't you hang out? I said, I'm not feeling well. I'm going to be splitting. With that, Carson Daly walks in. Okay? The guy from MTV. And I met him 2 nights ago. So I say, hey, Carson, how you doing? We're talking for, 10 minutes maybe. We're talking to these chicks for 5 minutes. And I leave. I was there a total of, I don't know, 25 minutes, I'd say, if you're going to, you know, ask me for an estimate. 25 minutes I'm there, and I leave. And it actually made me think about how much I miss my girlfriend. You know, I was like, you know, geez, I'm so glad I'm not into this club thing and having to pick up some chicks or whatever. This is a good deal. And I go home. That's it. Okay, today I open up the newspaper, and this is just a friggin' lie. Okay, this is just a lie. And I know, you know, you're going to say, who cares? But I care because, A, my daughters have to read this crap. Like I'm some sort of weirdo.
What did you do in
Desperate
the paper?
douche. All right. Let me read it to you. It's on page 6, but it's from an item written by somebody named Jeanette Walls, who I've never heard of.
I've heard that name.
Jeanette Walls from MSNBC.com. Can you imagine? From MSNBC.com. She's not even on MSNBC. She's on MSNBC.com. She's a total, I want to say the C word, because you know what? I want her to prove to me where she got this from. In the Battle of the Bachelors, Howard Stern, above, and you should see the picture, I look like a goddamn freak.
Oh, dear. Everything's wrong with this story, huh?
Howard Stern beats Carson Daly. At rehab the other night, they were sitting at adjoining booths. There were no adjoining booths in the VIP room. There was no VIP room. I was sitting in the main room. Every sentence is wrong. Competing to see who could get the cutest girls to join their table. A witness tells MSNBC.com. A, there were no girls at the club when I was there. 3 women, 3 waitresses who worked there came over. I never said, imagine how lame I am.
Why don't you start calling in your own story?
Yeah, but I thought I did. I talked about being at the club, and quite frankly, I was a little bit nice. I didn't want to talk about it.
You were great. You had everybody thinking rehab was the place to go.
The place was a dud. And they ought to get out of the habit of just press releasing everything. They really should.
Well, they're trying to stay in business.
Yeah, well, you know what? Keep trying to stay in business, because you know what? I'm not going back there. And one of the things they need is people to show up.
Well, maybe Jim Carrey will show up.
I hope he does. So picture what this woman's describing. I'm sitting at a booth. Carson Daly's sitting at an adjoining booth.
Adjoining, yes.
And we're now setting up a battle between the two of us to see who can get more women.
Sounds like a wonderful night.
Now, there were no women in the club, so that's going to be a tough one. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right. Daly kicked it off by ordering a bottle of tequila and setting up shots. The whole time I was there, I didn't see the guy do anything like that.
Okay. So even what they write about Carson is wrong.
Yeah, from what I saw, maybe he did it when I left, but this is describing me and him. But Stern upped the ante with a magnum of champagne. I didn't order any magnum of champagne. I didn't lay out a dime. I don't know what they're talking about.
Offering glasses to the hottest women.
Offering glasses to the hottest women. Stern, who was without gal pal Beth Ostrowski, was way ahead, Walls reports. So they have me beating Carson Daly with the women. There is not one scintilla of truth.
Well, you know, they didn't say you shot anybody.
No, I know, but you want to know something?
Anybody or went home with anybody.
My girlfriend opens up the newspaper this morning. I know she's reading it, and she listen, she saw the article. Remember the last article, how I bought a car for a stripper?
Yes.
On page 6?
And
she knows these are wrong. She even said to me, I know these are wrong, but you know what? My daughters read this and think I'm the totalist, biggest tool on the planet. They don't know
it's wrong. They don't know that Daddy wouldn't buy anybody a car.
No,
he has bought them a car.
And they don't know, exactly, and they don't know that I wasn't at rehab trying to pick up chicks all. And they're going to read it.
They don't know you.
Well, they do know me, but you know, when you read stuff in the paper, you go, hey, maybe my father has a secret life. I don't know. Maybe my father's a total tool, goes to clubs and competes with Carson Daly to see how many women he can get to walk over to his table. And I want this retracted. It's just not true.
Good luck.
Who is Jeanette Walls to wreck my friggin' life?
You don't even know who Jeanette Walls is.
Yeah, and let her come on and tell me who her source is. I mean, it's got me crazy.
Well, there are worse problems in the world.
And so when I woke, I said to Beth, listen, you know this isn't true. She was like, I know, but she didn't look like she knew. You know what I mean? I tell you, I'm out of my mind over it. I don't mind if it's true.
The unfortunate thing is, it's hard for me to have sympathy for you when you enjoy it so much reading about everybody else.
Yes, that's what Beth said to me. She goes, we read this stuff every day and love it.
Yes, whether it's true or not.
I know. Hey, Jamie, you're on the air.
Yeah, you pissed off because your girl found out, or you pissed off because this place really sucks?
I'm pissed off for 3 reasons. I'm pissed off because my girlfriend has to read that, because, you know what, it kind of basically says, as soon as I leave town, you're out trying to get laid. Secondly, my daughter, I got 3 daughters whose friends all read it, and then they think, oh, my God, my dad is a tool. And I don't care what you tell me. I've been through this. People believe what they read in the paper. I believe what I read in the paper.
You believe what you read about Carson Daly.
I do. I believe about Tara Reid. I believe about everyone. And I got to tell you something. My daughters, look at what that article says. I go to clubs and have contests with Carson Daly to see how many girls I can get over to my table, and I have to lure them there with champagne. What a lame-o I am. I'm like the lamest, biggest pussy. And Carson Daly's lame.
I understand about your daughter thing, but I don't know. I don't think you should really worry about Beth. I mean,
well, you know what?
2 years, and if anybody could put up with you for 2 years, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Well, it's just maddening to me. And you know what? I like going out with my friends, but it just pisses me. I know everyone's going to tell me I'm a jerk, but hey, Chauncey, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. I listened to what you just said about page 6, the article. I got to be honest. It doesn't sound that bad.
No, you know what? It is bad. It's bad for me because I saw the look on my girlfriend's face. It's just this, you know what? She's got to put up.
I think these things, but
she's got to put up with, her mother calling her and her friends calling her and all this. Hey, Howard's out picking up chicks the second you leave.
One thing I think you have to know, Howard, you're one of the biggest stars right now in America. You go to a club.
What, so that entitles them to lie about me?
But you know what? It sounds like they embellish. It doesn't sound like they said you went home with anyone. You didn't kiss anyone. It really is a colorful way of saying you were hanging out with some women.
But I wasn't.
Well,
the waitresses came over and served us drinks and sat down and started talking to us. I mean, it's a total lie. I didn't sit there and try to attract women with champagne. I don't know, man.
Every time you go to a club, though,
I don't like it.
Howard, you won't agree with this, but the way to avoid it, don't go to a club.
Okay, so in other words, I'm not allowed to go out because they can write whatever they want. If I go out with some friends, they can write whatever they want about me.
When you're a big star, unfortunately.
Chauncey does this all the time.
Well, yeah, you're getting it from the horse's mouth, basically. This is how they figure. They can just sort of jazz up a story.
Oh, no, it's true. People want to see the name Howard Stern in print. It's exciting. When you see the name Howard Stern, you want to read what it says.
Let me ask you something. How does a thing like that happen, though? Like, the club releases that, right?
If nobody was there, it was definitely the club. Or one of the waitresses. See, page 6 doesn't...
For you for a couple of months that you weren't going to be able to live.
No.
But I couldn't tell.
I was not in that situation. It's upsetting for any guy. And I told you, it's worse for the dude, as Dominic just said, who makes six... Everyone leave me alone.
But did you hear what Dominic said?
He said the dude makes that better.
Get off better.
Right.
Yeah, well, guess what? Not all of them.
You didn't change your lifestyle. End of story.
Oh, I can't. I wish to hell Mr. X would see you for Palamone. I really do. I'm going to talk to him. Where is he, Mr. X?
Oh, my goodness.
He's working up a Palamone suit. I know it. Mr. X, that's my hero. I can't wait till half of that Quiver's fortune is gone.
Sure.
Because he hung out with you and banged you a few times.
Somebody left me a voicemail and called him Stedman.
Or did you cut the horse in half, or does he just get one whole horse and you get the other horse?
Oh, man. Anybody want to hear Ralph Sorella on divorce?
Oh, no. What does he have to contribute?
What do you want to contribute quickly?
First of all, don't you think, especially in this day and age, and I think you're kind of saying this, if you're stupid enough to get married, you should pay. You have to pay.
Yeah, because by now everybody knows. By now everybody knows.
There's no shot. And these guys are, like Gary is so dying to get married, so she married him, so he should have to pay for it.
But listen, this is coming from a guy who could only legally get married in Hawaii. So,
hey, Howard, no, too seriously, don't you think Allison, you needed to get married?
Yes, absolutely. I'm not saying I wasn't in love. I'm not saying there's anything wrong. I'm not talking even specifically about Allison, about my marriage. I'm saying the divorce laws in this country are way out of skew. That most guys don't know what they're signing, and they're naive.
Though, that if somebody had sat you down and explained all of this to you, you still would have done it.
That's why the laws need to be changed. People are insane.
Well, I think what Howard's saying is instead of leaving it up, you know how you have to wear a seatbelt whether it's your idea or not?
Right.
When you get married, you have to have a contract.
Don't leave it up to me. You know what? Me, I wouldn't even wear a seatbelt. I don't even believe the hype. But because I don't want a ticket, I wear the seatbelt.
But when you buy a house, you have to sign a contract.
Right.
You have to.
Right. And they make you get a lawyer.
All right, Lenny, let's get to the news.
All right. Thank you. Robin, what's in the news?
Oh, my goodness.
I hear Fred scrambling for your news thing. Cabby reunites with his mother on E! tonight. That's the big news. Oh, here's some news. Let me start the news, because I don't know if you have this, Robin.
What?
Okay, this is out of New Jersey, Mercer County. There's a murder trial going on, and they're picking a jury, and the guy who is accused of the murder, his lawyer is saying no one is allowed to ask whether they are fans or foes of the Howard Stern show. Now, listen to this.
Wow.
Here, let me explain it to you this way rather than read a whole boring article.
Okay.
Because according to Adam, I just bored you with divorce conversation. All right, here we go. Defense lawyer is saying, actually, I kind of explained it wrong already. The defense lawyer is saying, look, I don't want anyone on the jury that listens to Howard Stern, because Howard Stern is a racist and a piece of garbage.
What kind of a trial is this?
Murder trial.
Okay.
He goes, I don't want anybody listening to anyone who listens to Howard Stern show won't be able to fairly judge my client.
Oh.
So the judge said wisely, you know what? Oh, wait a minute, maybe he wasn't wisely. Oh, wait, no. Judge Paul T. Koenig, Jr. disagreed, however, and told Bowell that jurors would not be asked about... I got this all wrong here. Hold on. I'm not... My reading comprehension's off today.
Is there race involved with the trial?
Let's see. Let's go through it. The defendant, Malvern Lewis. Yes, race is involved. The defendant, Malvern Lewis,
that's a white guy?
is charged with stabbing to death his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend. Lewis's lawyer, Gerald Boswell, doesn't think anyone who is a fan of a racist and sexist like Stern should sit in judgment of his client. Judge Paul T. Koenig, Jr. disagreed, however, and told Boswell that jurors would not be asked about Stern prior to qualifying him to serve. The judge is right. He's smart.
But wait a minute. Why did your name come up at all?
I don't know.
The lawyer just brought it up?
Yeah, the lawyer said, I want to know if they're Howard Stern fans. I don't want any Howard Stern fans sitting on my jury. And the judge said, what does that have to do with anything? If you listen to Howard Stern doesn't mean you...
Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
About that case.
Isn't that weird?
Just means you're a divorce expert. That's all it means.
But at the defense lawyer's request, the judge agreed to ask all prospective jurors if they regularly watch TV cop shows as CSI and NYPD Blue. What's that about?
What does television have to do with any of it?
None of this. The guy's just throwing up all kinds of weird crap.
There's too much blame put on TV and radio and all that crap. Anyone that's not retarded can make their own decisions.
Well, maybe I'm not retarded. Yeah. I can't make my own decisions. Hence the bad contracts I signed. Lewis was charged with murdering his girlfriend's boyfriend. I don't know why you would need to know if you're a Howard Stern fan, but that came up.
I I was somebody who would dig into that. I wonder what the show had to do with this case at all.
Nothing. That's what the judge says. This had nothing to do with anything.
Well, you think your show has more racists listening to it than other morning shows?
Yes, I do.
All right, then.
Well, let me ask you something. Maybe somebody was listening to something. I don't know how it was introduced.
He just doesn't want anyone who listens to my show would be a bad person to sit on a jury, which is fine by me. I don't want to do jury duty anyway, so you just go in and tell everyone that you're a Howard Stern fan. I might get you out.
Because your fans would be sitting there going, jury duty. He said duty. and then laugh maniacally for like 20 minutes.
What else is in the news, Robin?
Oh, my God.
Besides me.
Right. I was going to say there's a wonderful article about Britney Spears on page 6. But now you throw everything into question with your story, that the story about you on page 6 is not true.
Well, I probably believe the one about Britney Spears. What's it say?
Everything else is true.
Everything else is true, but the one's about me.
Well, it says Britney Spears has had 3 guys in 2 weeks.
Hey, she's a young girl. She's dating.
But, you know, my thing is this Fred Durst. How bad does he look going on the Internet writing notes about how much he loves her and telling reporters how much he cares about her? Meanwhile, she's kissing everything that moves.
Yeah, you know what, Gary, we ought to get Fred Durst on the air and ask him, what is he having, a nervous breakdown?
It says Britney hooked up with Colin Farrell now.
Who's that?
He's the guy who co-starred with Tom Cruise in Minority Report. He's going to be in The Recruit with Al Pacino. Oh. And Heart's War with Bruce Willis. And he's just making a swath across this country. He just freely admits, I'm into casual sex. I come into town, I bang, and I leave.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy he is. They say that...
That's my credo, too.
Even though you're married.
Yeah. I roll into Dana Point on a bus. I see Kathy Griffin. I bang, and I leave.
Right.
Spears, they say, pounced on him at the Troubadour, where they were listening to some Irish folk singer. And she just joined his chain-smoking crowd, and the witness says that Britney looked to have had a couple of drinks. Colin looked to have had a couple of drinks. He saw Britney looking a little woozy, and he went in for the kill.
Nice.
Started lip-locking all over the place, and then they left together.
God bless alcohol.
Well, is Fred Durst dating her, or what's going on?
Fred Durst has been with her. In fact, he flew out to the Sundance Film Festival to spend time with her.
There must be some good poontang if you're flying out to the Sundance Film Festival. That's a lot of boring movies to sit through. Hey, now.
They say this Farrell dude has been linked to Demi Moore, Josie Moran.
Demi Moore is so hot, and Josie Moran's even hotter.
Yeah. And, a few other people.
Boy,
you wouldn't know.
How about Demi Moore and those Charlie Angels promos? Holy mackerel.
I haven't seen those.
What a bod on that broad.
I'll tell you, I would like to smell that Collins penis. That would be enough for me.
Meanwhile, with Demi Moore, I read something about her and Chris Rock in the paper the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at
they
this
said
guy.
They weren't going to say they were on a date.
And he's married, right?
Chris Rock is married.
So it's bad to date when you're married, right?
Evidently.
They see a movie together.
Oh.
And she was laughing giddily at everything he said.
Yeah. Funny how he comes to life for Demi Moore. What's doing with Chris Rock?
I don't know.
I don't hear from him anymore. I don't think he's got anything going on.
I think maybe he's out there working on a movie or something.
He's making horrible movies lately, isn't he?
And that's
or
a lot.
Always made horrible movies.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to make that many horrible movies.
Yeah, there are apparently a lot of horrible movies to be made.
Do you think he could ever recover from all? If all he needs is one hit, he knows he's going to try and try and try till he has one good movie.
Yeah, he'll fall into something.
Yeah. What he's good at is stand-up, man.
But his time is running out with these movies, don't you think? How many more flops can he have?
I think 5.
5 to 7.
5 to 7 flops.
The over-under 6.
He's making a movie now that he wrote where he's going to be the President of the United States.
Yes, I heard about that. Billy Joel is recovering from his injuries, and in page 6 they say the reason, I guess, that he was alone in that car, you know, everybody knows he's got a new girlfriend now. His girlfriend was away on business in Los Angeles or something, so they expect her to be rushing back to take care of Billy.
Nice.
Meanwhile, everybody's speculating that Christy Brinkley is going to take some legal action.
Against Billy?
Against Billy because he's had a couple of accidents in the last 7 months.
And she doesn't want their daughter driving with Billy.
She says her daughter was in the car hours before this accident occurred.
So what about her? She's out crashing helicopters every other day.
Right.
Yeah.
He should just counter-sue. He should say, you know what, our daughter came driving helicopters with you. Yeah, okay. We got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Monkey, mama, monkey, mama, monkey, mama, monkey, 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 mama, monkey, mama, monkey, mama, monkey, 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 brush your teeth, you horseshoe jackass.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
You're listening to a man who isn't afraid to use the word penis often. Howard Stern.
Back to the news? Excuse me. I was just listening to tapes of Carson Daly and Dave Chappelle discussing me on the Carson Daly show.
Oh, really? What did they say?
Nothing really.
Interesting?
No. I mean, it was very nice.
Yo.
I don't know that you would want to hear it.
It was just good for you, your ego.
Howard Stern is the man.
Yes. Thank you, Dave Chappelle.
Well, I don't know if you stayed up late enough to watch the President's State of the Union address.
Hell no.
You don't know? You don't want to know what the State of the Union is?
I know his address. No, I don't. You know what? I would have watched it if I was awake, but I had to get to sleep. I got a job.
Well, you know, isn't it important where the country's going? I mean, it's one night.
Yeah.
The President was on, and he gave a rousing speech about the economy and about Iran.
Okay, had everyone grunt. Oh, wait, I didn't get Adam up on the mic.
Oh.
You there?
Hello?
Adam's just screaming in his
Excuse me.
I just dropped about 10 minutes of A material.
It's about time.
Sorry we missed it.
Yeah. The State of the Union thing, it's like they have Arsenio's audience out there. It's like he says 2 words and everyone applauds and hoots for like 10 minutes, and then he clears his throat and then everyone applauds again. It takes too long.
Yeah, the Congress becomes the dog pound.
So what did he say?
Yeah.
Well, he said Saddam Hussein is not following the rules laid down by the United Nations. Here he is, D1.
Hold on, having a problem.
Saddam, almost 3 months ago, the United Nations Security Council gave Saddam Hussein his final chance to disarm. He has shown instead utter contempt for the United Nations and for the opinion of the world.
You know what he should do? If I was the president, every once in a while, I'd say something so absurd just to see if people would applaud.
Are listening.
Yeah. We're going to decapitate all of the men in the audience. I am disbanding the presidency, making myself king.
Republicans would be all right with that.
I shave my pubes. more bald vagina.
It is sort of like American Idol. You know, the president's speaking, and they always go to his wife to look at the reaction, like they always go to the families when the kids are singing on the show. They look up in the stands to find the wife.
Adam Carolla is my lover. Thank you.
These are serious times, and the president can't be goofing around. He says the United States and its allies are winning the war against terrorism. D2.
There's never a day when I do not learn of another threat or receive reports of operations in progress.
Really? Don't tell me that. I'll never fly.
Yeah, you're going to be holed up in your apartment.
You're not kidding.
Or given order in this global war against a scattered network of killers. The war goes on, and we are winning.
And by the way, do you talk to your therapist about your inertia?
What do you mean?
Your inability to fly on a plane and...
Oh, we can't even get to that yet.
Oh, yeah.
We have so much...
talking about the divorce.
Yeah, I'm only up to 2 years old now. I haven't been on a plane yet. Inertia, man. I can get it up.
What? That's not what inertia means.
No problem there.
I hear it's just all talk about divorce and the Green Lantern. Is that true?
The Green Lantern.
No time for Green Lantern.
Here the president says we're not ignoring North Korea either. Had some strong words for them. D3.
Today, the North Korean regime is using its nuclear program to incite...
Nuclear.
I know, he can't even say the word.
I hate when a guy can't say nuclear. Nuclear.
Fear and seek concession. Today, the North Korean regime is using its nuclear program to incite fear and seek concessions.
I also want to say Kelly Clarkson is a little pig. Thank you. Look at that. They applauded everything. What else you say, Rob?
He said that there has been major improvement in the... terrorism, the way terrorism is being tracked, D4.
Since September the 11th, our intelligence and law enforcement agencies have worked more closely than ever to track.
Good, and let the CIA go in these countries and do crap. Dirty tricks. Fool people.
And disrupt the terrorists.
Good. Let's get dirty. Let's play dirty. I believe Bush will play dirty. I do like that about the man.
We got to take the gloves off, America.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I was afraid to. The statement about the gloves, I mean. Yeah. Go ahead, Robin.
The thing that really amazed me was I hadn't even heard about this before, but the president was talking about a hydrogen-powered car.
Yes. And an invisibility ray.
Oh, stop. This is for real. Yeah. Somehow you put the interaction between hydrogen and oxygen makes the car go, and then all it expels is water. So there's no pollution with this car.
Well, let's see it.
And
the streets will be flooded, though.
No, but I mean, you know, that's a great idea. Where is it already?
It would untie our hands with, you know, this whole foreign oil thing.
Everybody's so busy with this internet and streaming video. Somebody invent a hydrogen-powered car.
Let's get to work on that.
Let's get busy, America.
The Republicans seem to be in lockstep with the president. They seem to like everything he said. But, of course, the Democrats have to rebut. And the rebuttal was offered by Governor Gary Locke, a Democrat from the state of Washington. He says that the president's economic policy has been wrong, and he's blaming the president and Republicans for putting this country in a financial hole. D5.
2 years ago, the federal budget was in surplus. Now this administration's policies will produce massive deficits.
This guy's Chinese, by the way.
Is that a problem for you?
I'm just telling you.
Over $1 trillion over the next decade.
He's still a person.
You know, President Bush says, like, oh, you know what we could do? We could get a hydrogen-powered car, and it's great. I mean, it's like saying, you know, why don't we learn to eat paper instead of food? Then we wouldn't have to have farms.
Let's make the car run on water.
And right now we need oil, and guess what? We need Iraq. What is it, Ralph? What'd you wake up early today?
Did you not go to sleep?
Yeah, I was up at the crack of 9.
Yeah. What's up?
Hey, you know what I think is kind of funny is like these women get back to divorce that you can't get rid of, like Christy Brinkley. She's busy at the accident there taking pictures.
Yeah.
Well, she does have a daughter with the guy she's worried about.
They got divorced 16 years ago. She's still involved in his life.
She's still involved. Can't somebody else take pictures? I mean, it's a
You know why? That's
story.
her work. She has no work to do.
Yeah.
But she has time to take pictures of Billy Joel's car.
If you have a kid with somebody, face it, they're going to be in your life the rest of your life.
That's the worst thing.
You know, it's funny. Billy has to pay for the film and the processing.
Of course.
He already bought that camera.
Poor Billy's in the hospital. His wife's taking pictures with a camera he probably paid for.
Hey, listen, before you hang up on me, can I say something about Jimmy's show?
Yeah.
They need Adam bad.
Oh.
I agree.
Very nice of you.
I agree, by the way.
Yeah.
No, it's a good show.
Well, last night was, like...
Painful.
Well,
I have not seen it yet.
Because he's a good guy and he's funny, but he just doesn't have, like, a personality to host a show. He's too laid back.
One of the things I noticed, though, is the guests aren't mic'd very well.
Well, the guests are horrible. Yesterday it was Tammy Faye, some weird Tammy Faye Baker. Who even knows her anymore?
What do you mean?
Some weird ghost lady or something who was jumping around, and Snoop Dogg, who's no fun anymore because he's not high.
Right.
So he just sits there like a lot. And they got this
I like when Jimmy
all
goes.
this stuff going on, but nothing, they're not doing anything.
I like when Jimmy goes to Snoop Dogg and Snoop has nothing to say.
He's asleep.
I never saw Snoop not have anything to say.
He's as laid back as you can be. He's almost sleeping on this show.
Adam, any talk of you coming in?
Yeah, and they have him co-hosting all week.
No. Adam, how soon are you going to be brought in or what?
What time is it? No, there's no. Jimmy's doing a great job. The show looks good. It's
he's doing the best he can. I mean,
finding its legs.
I love Jimmy.
First week.
Yeah, it's the first week. You got to be fair to him, though.
Yeah.
I like the snow episode.
Here's the thing. Here's the truth about my partner and sometimes lover, Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes.
He is one of the smartest guys I know. He's one of the funniest guys.
You know what? Let's go back to talking about my divorce.
Award show.
Yeah, and Adam was what?
And he has not hosted a show of this scale before, but he is good at everything he does, and he's a good student, and he's a quick learn, and in a couple of weeks he'll be running it no problem.
Give it time is what he said.
I think Chevy Chase is sitting home laughing at him.
Adam needs it to do. Adam needs it to do the show to do badly for a few weeks, so they'll bring him in.
Adam, you're feeling kind of good about it, aren't you?
Yeah, truthfully, yeah. We're not on the air, are we? No. Here's the deal. Guys like Chevy Chase and Magic and Rick Dees and guys like that, they don't have the comedy chops. I mean, they're not that funny. And they're not going to go anywhere. They're not going to be any different in the fifth week than they were in the first week or the fifth year. Jimmy is a truly funny guy, and he just needs to get acclimated. And once he gets acclimated, look out, America, and then look out, world, because Jimmy Kimmel's coming.
Yeah, but
and I'll be right behind him holding a cup of coffee.
But
poor Chevy Chase lumped in with Magic.
Can't they give him some good guests?
Well, Magic.
What's that?
It's the first week of the show. Can't they give him some guests?
Yeah, that would be nice. But you know these goddamn publicists, they're such pussies. They don't want to book anyone on anything new, and they're all cowards. And I really hate publicists, and it's all their fault. And America should know about this skirt.
Can we talk about divorce?
Yeah, because this is getting close to reading transcripts.
You're not kidding. Let's. This is your Lenny Bruce moment. The defense of Jimmy. Jimmy's a good guy. We wish him well. That's all there is to it. That's it. Let him do what he has to do.
I like the show.
That's right.
I like that snow episode where they just kept dumping that fake
There you go. That's good. Do that every night.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Robin.
Senator John McCain had a little problem with the president's speech, even though he is a Republican. He says Bush is not making the right choice when he puts Iraq before North Korea in his priorities. Z4.
The administration has clearly decided to put the Korean crisis, and it is a severe crisis, on the back burner while...
See, if I was Senator John McCain, I'd always appear in a tiger cage.
to remind people that this dude was in Vietnam, locked in a tiger cage for 5 years.
Yeah.
He should always appear in a tiger cage.
And people get on him for using the gook word, but you know, if you were locked in a tiger cage for 5 years, having a sharp bamboo put up you could use gook once in a while, couldn't you?
He's allowed.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Robin.
You're not going to let him finish his statement. I
No.
wonder why North Korea is a bigger problem.
All right, I'll listen.
The administration has clearly decided to put the Korean crisis, and it is a severe crisis, on the back burner until the Iraq situation is taken care of. I think that's a mistake.
He never even tells you why.
I don't know why.
Well, I'll tell you why. They look more like Vietnamese.
Yeah. McCain just wants to get rid of anyone that looks Viet Cong. Yeah. That's all.
Oh, my goodness.
He was trying to attack Lucy Liu the other day.
Larry King Live.
I said, Senator, you must understand she's American. I don't give a rat's ass.
She looks...
He went after the Iron Chef last week.
She looks dangerous to me. Tariq Aziz, who is the Deputy Prime Minister, I think he did stay up to watch the president's
I hate
State
that
of
guy.
the Union address.
I hate Tariq Aziz. That's the guy who speaks for Saddam Hussein. I can't wait till we invade, and if Tariq Aziz lives, he's going to be a cab driver in
You'll be
France.
driving your cab.
Yep.
Iraq won't give in to the threat of war. E1.
Shall we surrender to the Americans because they mean to be evil to us, you see? We must surrender to the American.
And you know how Israel feels when all the PLO statements come out.
Yeah.
Like, ain't they convincing the world? It's like,
I like the threats, though. They're not doing the threats anymore.
Well, wait a minute. He will fight to the last bullet if necessary.
I'm 67 years old. Expect me out.
Really? You look 65.
After all my history as a militant and as one of the Iraqi leaders, to go to an American prison, to
bring it on, a-hole.
Go to Guantanamo.
Come on, let's go Guantanamo right now.
I would prefer to die.
Good, because you're going to die. Guess what?
They're going to fight to the last bullet, but they got 8 bullets. That's the problem.
What is it, Michelle?
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
I'm calling about the hydrogen-powered cars that you were mentioning.
Yes, and what about the invisibility ray that the president didn't mention?
Well, that's next week, but the hydrogen-powered cars have been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Nissan and Hyundai have already funded some of those, and...
So where is it, Mr. Scientist?
Well, they are made in Connecticut. United Technologies has a company that creates them.
So what's the problem?
Well, I have
How
a
fast
feeling
can
that
they go?
I think the oil companies and electric companies don't want to see it happen because these are used in Alaska to power their post office.
How big are your jugs?
Not very big.
Yeah, you know what? You know what I want? I want a hydrogen-powered car. I want a decent masturbation machine, something that's not so
Well, you should have given the State of the
Here's what I want. Here's my State of the Union address. I want a hydrogen-powered car, masturbation machine, and...
They've been clapping for you every 2 seconds. Never mind every 5 seconds.
An oral for the whole country from Susan Sarandon.
Well, they've been around. They're used in the spaceships. They're used all over the place. And
are you hot?
They're not being put out there because I think the oil companies are squashing it. They're not getting the support they need.
Well, now the president is behind them.
I want an X-ray vision machine where I can wear the things and see through girls' clothes.
It is a global conspiracy. Are you shaved downstairs?
Oh.
Do you take anal? Thank you. Yes, Robert, anything else in the news?
Yes, Hans Blix is here with us. He's the UN Chief Weapons Inspector.
Is he hot?
He is giving information to the UN about the way the inspections have been going. And he says Iraq has not provided proof that it has or doesn't have chemical and biological agents, E3.
If there is any anthrax or VX left, then I think that should be presented to us, and it should be...
I want to hear about Joe Millionaire. This guy bores me.
Anyway, that's what's going on in world affairs. And the president was given high marks for his speech last night.
Was he?
Yeah, I think people thought he was very presidential.
That meant the people who liked it were high. There was a little transcript there.
Got to take a break. We'll do the local news, the entertainment news, when we get back.
You are listening to The Howard Stern Show. You're listening to a man who has Down syndrome of the penis. Howard Stern.
Earlier I said I was on the internet at that ifilm.com, and they have a video of Carmen Electra from, I don't know when she recorded this song. It seems like she did it a long time ago, but the song is horrible. But, man, the video is hot. And then I mentioned it, now I can't even get back on to see it. Still can. It's completely clogged up.
All morning.
But the song, I have a copy of the song, and it really is bad.
Because I wanted to hear the song without any video to accompany it.
It's very bad. It's very bad. I'm sure she wants nothing to do with it. But the video's got naked chicks, and she's in a bra and a short miniskirt.
A video like that.
Yeah.
Is she at the strip club?
No, it's not. It's like before. I think this is older. But you got to see the video. And they got it on this ifilm.com. They're not a sponsor of mine or anything. I don't even know who they are, but it's pretty hot.
Give it to you, baby, so we could try it.
That's Carmen.
Baby, baby.
Is she singing it?
That's it. This is the way it goes.
Don't talk. It's close.
Closer to your body. 6, 8. Oh, I can hardly wait. 5, 9. I gotta make you mine.
When you're watching the video, she's a musical genius, because you're like, oh, my God, this is the greatest song ever. Then I heard it without, like, looking at it, and I was like, oh, my God, this is terrible.
The song's called 246.